there's no shortcut to kind of executing on strategy. It's really about committing to a process and building good habits and good routines. It's about the practice and the preparation that goes into an implementation. For a Formula One driver, they'll start their career in go-karts, so they start really small, start slow, and then go faster. And we want to look to do the same when we're implementing OKRs. So we would look at these 5 dials as indicators to show high performance when rolling out an OKR framework. So an organization that's quite mature in OKRs and is running successfully would be in the red zone for each of these. So generally speaking, further around to the right would be higher performance. When we look at Agile, really all we're thinking about is shortening the feedback loop. So we set an objective, or we identify something we want to achieve. We go out and we start working towards it. And what we want to do when we're Agile is to make sure we're checking in as regularly and frequently as possible to see how we're tracking against that and whether that's still the right thing to be doing. There's 3 components to an effective strategy routine. The first is to make sure we're all aligned and we know what the priorities are. So we'll work through a process shortly where we jump in and we look at what are our priorities and make sure we're all aligned behind those. Then what we want to do, we talk about shortening the feedback loop. So we want to be checking in against the delivery of that work as regularly as we can. And so whatever our kind of OKR cycle looks like, that worst case is a 1 year, an annual process. Ideally, it's a monthly, potentially a quarterly process, but multiple times within the cycle, we want to be checking in and having a really open and honest conversation about how we're tracking against those priorities. And then at the end of the cycle, we're going to review our progress, and the results from the kind of end of cycle review will then form the basis of our alignment and prioritize meeting for the following cycle. And this board now becomes, for your OKR cycle, becomes your really simple strategy on a page to go out and execute on your strategy.